Hey, it's Doug.
And it's Sheldon.
What's in the shop Wednesday? We have some really cool stuff here. Sheldon, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with this one, the GT500.
GT500.
Yep.
What a beauty.
This thing is beautiful, blacked out.
What all we doing to it?
So far, we wrapped the full front end.
Yep.
We got a cross-country package done. So hood, fenders, bumper, headlights, mirrors.
Yeah.
And then they're getting it cleaned up right now, and we're going to do a 5-year ceramic coating to it.
Okay, awesome. Are we live or are we are? I'm not trying to pull it up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
There we go.
Got one viewer. One viewer so far. Oh, two. Let's make it 3. Do I hear 3?
Yep, it's a 3.
So what stage are they at on it now? I know you said we got the clear bra on there.
Yep. You guys, have you already started polishing it?
Yeah, we have.
So you polished it, getting it cleaned up.
Yeah.
Go back. I'm going to start coating it here shortly.
Got the whole crew on it too, I see. What a beautiful car. You know how many horsepower this has?
760.
760. Come take a look inside of here, Brian. Did we do the tent?
We did not do the tent.
What a cool car. Very nice. Got the Recaro seats. Steering wheel's pretty nice, flat bottom on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful car.
Cool. And we got a couple of Teslas here. Man, we are the headquarters for Tesla paint protection, are we not?
Yes. A lot of Teslas in here lately too.
Yeah, I've noticed this week we've had a lot of leads come in through our website
For Teslas.
for Teslas. It's
Yeah.
like every other car is a Tesla,
Yeah.
or maybe not even every other car. Maybe
It's
like 3 Teslas,
right,
1 non-Tesla.
At least 2 out of 3.
Oh, that is a beauty. Is that a plaid?
Yes, it is a plaid.
Nice.
So they got the windows tinted on here yesterday.
I love that 10. Is that 35?
Brian,
Yeah.
That looks really good.
35.
Gosh.
Yeah, and it looks really good.
It
They got
does
the
look
white
good.
interior in there.
I usually like a darker tint on a black car, but man, for some reason it just looks so good
the
on
white
here.
interior, you can still see it.
Yeah,
So it just gives
yeah.
a nice pop.
Look at
but
those
then-
wheels.
Yeah.
What size are those? 21s?
Yep. 21s on there.
They look, I mean, they fill all of the wheel well out, don't they?
Oh yeah.
So I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So this one's also getting a 5-year coating. So they polished it and did the 9H today. This one get finished up tomorrow.
Awesome, what a beautiful car.
Oh yeah.
See if we can
Pops.
open it up. Brian, you want to show the interior? I mean, these things are so simple, but so cool looking too. Screen is huge. Oh, the steering wheel. I mean, that.
The half steering wheel.
Yeah, that is so neat.
It's probably something you have to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
down the
driving.
road.
It's like like a jet or
Yeah.
Batmobile or something. And then we got this Y here.
All Y right here.
Love that color.
Yes. Yeah. Blue Teslas always look good, and he went with 15% tint all the way around. So he made it really dark on here. He did a cross-country package, so the full front got wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Mirrors, hood, fenders, headlights, bumper. He also did these back here. He did the bottom of his door.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Just because that's
makes a lot of sense.
That's a known area on these, so Tesla
Yeah,
started
it
selling
really
that
is.
kit as well.
Okay.
And
But
then-
we used our pattern on that.
yes, we used our pattern
And our film.
Yep, we used all of our stuff, and then same thing. They did the 9H to us today. And they'll get light coated tomorrow.
Inside of this one, Brian. A little different. Dark interior instead of the light.
Yeah.
Still got the big screen. Well, they're very similar. Which this one, yeah,
the-
see that one has more dash.
And the S's used to
action
have
going
a
on.
vertical screen, but now they went for that horizontal screen.
Yeah. A nice, beautiful ride. What about the Highlander here? What's going on with that?
Highlander got the 2 front windows tinted and the windshield. I want to say, yeah, it's 35% on the 2 fronts, 80 on the windshield, and then he's doing a 5-year ceramic coating as well. This one just got light coated.
Is this brand new or is it
No, it's 17, I think.
So it's 2017.
Yes, 2017.
Wow.
So a few years old, but it looks brand new.
We do a little paint correction on it, like just
No, it was in good shape for 17. But no, they didn't mention anything big that it needed done
yeah.
to it. So.
Did he just buy the or she? Did they just buy the vehicle?
Not long ago.
Not long ago.
Yeah, they haven't owned it very long.
Wow. I mean, this is if you're buying a used car, this is what you're looking for.
Right,
Something that's so taken care of.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
whoever
taken
owned this
very
is.
well.
Because I mean, we're going back fixing a lot of stuff that people are messing up with improper washing or going through the automatic car wash. But
This is a good color to work on as well.
yeah, it is a nice color. Here, so yeah, this is a 17. And look at this. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
But this didn't get a paint correction. I want to call whoever owned this car and tell them how good they did with it.
Great job.
Because that is so unusual. Zach, you got anything to add?
Not really.
Anything to talk about? Mentionables?
I think y'all pretty much covered it.
Cool. Well, we'll keep moving on then. Zach loves to be on Facebook Live. That's why I didn't want to leave him out. I believe I know whose vehicle this is.
Yep. So they're doing the cross-country package of this one right now. Tracking the full front. Looks like.
Yeah, it looks
So
like
they're just- they got
they've already
everything on
done.
there. They're
Yeah,
just finishing up the bumper now.
that's nice looking, isn't it?
She also added, we're doing it tomorrow, her 2 front windows
Yeah.
and a Ceramic Pro interior coating.
Okay.
So it'll get done tomorrow.
I'm glad she's doing the interior.
Yeah, she's got a very pretty interior.
Yeah,
I'll
it
show
is
that
very
one.
nice. It's similar to, well, no, this is Laura's X3 is lighter than that, but
Okay.
it's still very light.
Okay.
Really nice. Show her the gear shift knob. A little fancy there.
Yeah.
We've done a couple of cars for this lady. She's part of the BMW Car Club of America Foundation.
Right.
Yep. And she keeps her cars a long time.
Yes.
Because the last one we did was done, that was several years ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably like 2017
It was
maybe.
16 or 17.
Or
I remember
16,
that.
yeah.
16, 17.
So
I
you're
checked it
talking,
the other day.
I mean, by today's standards, that's
Oh,
a long
yeah.
time to keep a
Yeah,
vehicle.
most people keep it 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah. And we've talked about how, like the inventory is being short at the car dealerships.
Yep.
Cars are hard to get a hold of. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to help source a new M3 for one of our good customers, Jay.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're just,
It's
you know,
hard.
everything's backed up and there's none on the lots.
Yeah.
And allocations are slim.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about, I believe last week, how we're still so busy.
Right.
You know, it's like if you look at the dealerships and how empty they are and how, they just don't have inventory to sell, you
Yeah.
would think we would be slow. But we're not. It's fascinating to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict what's going to happen.
Yep.
And we talked about last week that it's so hard to get vehicles that we believe that when people are getting them, they're like, hey, I may have to keep this for a long time. I'm going to go ahead and protect it
Yeah.
and keep it looking new. For people who normally maybe wouldn't do paint
Yeah.
protection.
Yeah. Exactly right.
And then Jim made a good point too, that there may be a tipping point with doing paint protection film and ceramic coatings to where it's kind of now with so many people, it's gotten to be where it's just something they're
Yeah.
doing automatically
Yeah.
when they get a
Normal
new car.
car.
And it's kind of just that tipping point where it's more mainstream now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I also think because, paint protection film was more popular, like out west and up north, more
Yeah.
so than here
Right.
originally. And I think a lot of people's moved to Greenville
Yep.
from bigger towns where this has
yeah.
been, because I started doing clear bright installation in '06,
Yeah.
and it really started I guess, coming out like in the early 2000s for automotive use.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, something I hear all the time is people that move down here and they said they had their car wrapped elsewhere. So yeah, it's definitely people
Yeah.
out west and up north. They definitely know about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even Mr. Richard, I remember he's telling me he bought a new Porsche. And it was an early 2000 model, and it had clear bra on it. Or
Right.
he had clear bra put on it.
Yeah.
I say we weren't even doing clear bra then. This was before our time.
Yeah.
Or even before we knew him.
Yeah.
And it's like I started in '06, and I thought I was like one of the first
One of the
people
first.
getting involved with it, but he had already been getting it done for years at that point. So I always try to figure things like that out. It interests me.
That is interesting.
You know, when you see when there's a situation that you think should be different and it's not, it's just interesting to me. Well, cool. Let's walk over to the tent lab and see what Braden and Connor is up to. Which actually, Connor may be gone now.
He is gone for the day.
Yeah.
He worked this morning.
Okay.
It's been a full day here. This is his fourth car today.
Oh my gosh. What a beauty.
Yeah.
What's up, Braden?
This is a 22 M440. 22 model. And that's actually a 22 in there as well.
Okay.
That's fine.
Wow. So the 22s are getting out finally.
We got two of them here.
It's a beautiful car. Love that interior color.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that's what sold them.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It looks so good with this color. Let's see check out Braden. What you up to, Braden?
It's what we call soaking the back glass. It's what we do to prep.
Yeah.
Before we heat shrink the film on the outside to get all the fingers and things out of it before we install it.
And if you don't do this and you lay film on here and try to heat shrink it, what's going to happen?
The film will stick and it causes you to crease it and run over the fingers and things like that. So this just makes it flow across the glass better.
Yeah. There's different methods for doing this, right? This is what you use, but other people do. What's some other?
This is just a soap bag. Some other things people do is they use like a dryer sheet.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that. There's some people that use baby powder, and some people even wet shrink, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
But this seems like the most sought after method, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when I was window tinting, we were doing the dryer sheet.
And dryer
Wetting-
sheet, this is
wetting the
same
dryer
concept.
sheet, yeah.
This
And
is
wetting
getting a
it
film
and-
on top of the glass, that way it moves easier.
Yeah. The baby powder, though, that's the one that amazes me that somebody would,
Yeah,
that.
baby powder to me is almost harder than this because the film doesn't want to actually stick to the glass. It kind of continues to float. Like
Yeah,
with this,
yeah.
once you lay the film and you're shrinking it, as you're shrinking it, it's tacking to the glass, where the baby powder is kind of still allows it to move around. So to me, it's a little more difficult. It's just different ways people are trained.
Yeah. I would think it would be hard to keep that baby powder out of the install, too.
Yeah, it would definitely go everywhere. for
I've never
sure.
seen anyone do that before with baby powder.
You never seen that? Yeah. I don't know that I've seen it, but I've heard about
It's
it.
the old school way.
It's old school? Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you lay the film up here, which I guess you already got it plotted?
No, I got to cut.
You
the
got to cut
lights
it.
out,
When you lay it up here, or what kind of, like we used to do the H pattern, what kind of pattern do you do?
So it's still an H pattern. Technically, it's more like an I pattern is what I do. So basically, set the middle all the way across, and then I come up just a little bit on the corners that way to get the fingers moving the way I want them to. I don't necessarily go all the way down and tack the corners, just because I don't like to lock myself in to having to shrink everything in the middle. You can kind of move the film out if you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you can consider it an I pattern. But
Yeah,
same
yeah.
concept as an H pattern.
Yeah. There's so many ways. It's crazy because there's so many. You got top load, bottom load.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the H
Reverse
pattern,
roll,
reverse
Frankenstein,
roll,
hinge
Frankenstein. Yeah, and I guess there's a lot of debates in some of the tent groups over which methods are the best.
Yeah. The way I always look at it is there's a million ways to do everything, but as long as it comes out clean and the job looks good, then it doesn't really matter,
Yeah, that's that old saying. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Do y'all know where that saying came from?
No.
Does that sound weird to you though? Like
does sound
skinning
weird.
a cat? Because I don't know. But
It's a movie?
no, it's catfish. That's where that originated from.
Okay.
That makes
Because you skin. Because like who skins cats?
Right.
Like
That
that.
makes
Why
more
would you even
sense.
say that?
Good.
But yeah, it's catfish because there are more than one ways.
Things of people doing other than eating cats. There's plenty of other weird things. To say.
But just because you skin it don't mean you have to eat it.
Yeah,
You know,
fair enough.
you may just want the hide. But no, but seriously, because I've cleaned catfish and I had to learn how to do it because we went fishing, me and my son, when he was younger and I was younger. I don't think I had a beard then either.
Oh my goodness.
Now I throw that in there because we talk about that here as a joke. But we ended up like catching some catfish and then somebody gave us a bunch of catfish. And we ended up going home, and it's like, oh my goodness, I have to skin these. We have to skin these catfish. I've never done that. It's way different than like a bass or a brim, where you descale it and just cut the head off.
Right.
And so I had to go figure out how to do it, and that's where I learned that there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Makes sense.
So anyway, that's your tip, your educational
That's before
information.
Our time.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, you got anything else you want to talk about? We got any events coming up?
On September 30th, we have the M chapter event. I don't know everything about it though. So you might have to kind of fill that in.
So that's an event is for BMW Car Club of America club members who are also a part of the M chapter, which is kind of I guess it's a newer thing.
Okay.
So I'm a member of the CCA.
Right.
But then there's another membership, and I think it's like $15 or something. You can join the M chapter if
Okay.
you own an M, or if you're just in the M's. I don't think
Right.
you even got to own one.
Okay.
But for those members, we are doing a webinar. It's September 30th at 8 o'clock. And like I say, we're going to post something up about that.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about our services and do like a Q&A and try to help people. It's not a sales thing, it's an informational thing where we just try to, because these are people are going to be all over the country who are, I'm assuming, potentially watching.
Right.
So just good information. So I think that'll be helpful.
Cool.
And then we have the Ridge Runners Corvette Club car show that's coming up in October also. So we'll be posting up a link for that soon. And then other than that, how are we looking on scheduling right now for services?
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. It's getting booked out a little bit. So Clearbrow, we're out till the first week of October. Window tint we're a couple weeks out, I want to say. Nothing next week, the week after, as far as I can remember.
Okay.
Then we have a little bit of correction next week.
Yeah.
We can do.
Okay.
It's getting pretty booked.
Yeah, and we talked about paint correction being a good option for people who can't get the new car they want, and they're going to hold on to their older car longer. Why not invest some money? Yeah,
if not better than new.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think in a paint correction, you're going to not only enjoy your car more, right? Because it's like our home. We had considered, selling our house and building a new one, and then it's like, why don't we just the things we aren't happy about our house? Why don't we just fix it up? Because it'd be way cheaper than buying a new one, right? So same thing with a car. If you're going to keep one longer because of the shortage, why not make it look beautiful? You get the paint looking awesome. And then I know when they go to sell those cars, they're going to bring more money.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no question.
Sure.
So, you got anything else?
That's everything I can think of.
You got anything, Brian?
Nope.
Nope.
Any questions on there?
Anything to answer?
No questions.
No questions?
Nope.
We must have been so thorough that nobody had a question.
Perfect.
Well, anyway, we're going to let you go, but do appreciate you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the day.